Hello YouTube, Captain Mac here, and this is intended to be the first episode in the life of a virtual truck driver. You can probably see there's a theme beginning here. Some of you might be saying, no, stick to the flight simulation. No, not really. I like to play other stuff. I like to do other simulators, and some folks have asked for this, and this is something I kind of want to do for a while. Anyway, now, I have to confess, though, I'm really annoyed right now. So I've played this already. I've been doing it for a while, actually. I'm level 15, and so my original profile, for whatever reason, I named it Captain Mac, not thinking. So this one I'm naming Captain Mac Trucking, so it's easy for me to differentiate. That's not what I'm upset about. This is attempt number 2, and really, technically, if you consider my troubleshooting, it's like attempt number 20. This makes no sense to me. Okay, no sense at all. I had all my controls set up in my other profile, and it works fine. There's no problems at all. Everything works exactly as I expect it to. When I set up the new profile that I've now deleted and restarted like 15 stinking times and deleted, the controllers won't work right. For some insane reason, this stupid system decided that it would use my brake pedal to initiate reversing. Oh, but not just to initiate it. If you want to drive in reverse, back up, you have to press the brake pedal to back up. I was like, no, that's retarded. So I switched it to the button that's supposed to change gears. Nope, doesn't work. Nope, nothing. So then I finally get the stupid brake to stop doing it. I get the buttons to work, but it wants me to hold the button down to stay in gear. None of these problems happened on my other profile. Not one. So I went to the other profile and I looked at all my settings. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I set everything exactly the same with the exact same controllers, and it didn't work right. What? It's freaking retarded. So, I deleted the profiles. I shut it down. Started it back up. We're going to try it one more time here. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to post this video of me trying to get it to work, and then that's going to be the end of it. And then I'm done. That's stupid. Absolutely stupid. I cannot believe that I'm actually screwing around with trying to get controllers to work that already work, and suddenly they don't. Come on. All right. Dude, work on the hair, okay? I don't even know who to pick. When I was recording it earlier, and I made it a point to have a conversation, and now I'm just like, who cares? This is me right now, angry. That's what we're going with. Okay, love Peterbilt, love Kenworths. I got family that drives truck for a living, and most of them drive Kenworths, newer style, so that's what we're gonna pick. Should be fun. Company logo. This one makes me think of Captain America, so since I think I'm cool like him, that's what we're going with. And that's it. Everything's set up. Okay, we're going to create. The music is obnoxious on this thing. I got to stop the music. Okay, so we're going to do the wizard here. I wish I could turn the music off right now. We're going with real automatic. I think part of the mistake was me going simple automatic. We're going real automatic because I don't have a shifter. And then we're going to do advanced setup. Okay. For the steering, we're going to click on it. We want to use our steering wheel. Okay, sweet. There's the steering wheel right there. Bring the dead zone down a little bit. There we go. Should be good. For the acceleration, I'm using this pedal here. This is actually one of my rudder pedals. But I don't want it inverted. I don't know why it automatically inverts it. And now watch. It'll probably do this. When I do the brake pedal, it automatically inverts this one again. Stupid. Stupid. Okay. There's that. Not worried about clutch or looking around or any of that stuff. Okay. Next. All right. Just to make sure there's no doubts. Shift up is that one. Down is that one. It's the same button for the automatic gearbox. See, it says. Hold on. Oh, stop it. Now that's gonna be all screwy. Watch. Nope, that's not the one I want either. Son of a... Okay, you know what? Let me just put it there just in case. Okay, so that's getting rid of these. So I think it needs to be these. Shift up and shift down. Maybe that's where I messed up. We'll see. Because I ended up putting them down here. Okay. Next. They should all be set. I'm wiping my hands clean of this thing. If this doesn't work, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, the music's got to stop. We're going to deal with that in a minute. I'm going with the same thing I did before. I'm going with Fresno, California. And the reason I'm doing it, you know what I have to do now? Because that music is driving me insane. You know what? I'm in a bad mood. I'm going with Fresno because it's centrally located. Good enough? Cool. Let's move on. Confirm. No, we don't want the walkthrough. I know how to play the friggin' game. I know how to drive the truck. I just don't know how to get the controls to work. Alright. Live here and eat free. I like it. Welcome. Okay. I've read this like 1,000 times now. At least you have the chance to experience your dream job driving a truck. I'm detecting a hint of sarcasm there. No offense to my man Shaker, because I know he drives truck for a living. And I got a lot of family who drives truck for a living. I just don't know how many people... I suppose some people, maybe it was a dream job. I've driven big trucks, and it's a lot of fun. I don't know. Anyway, your own transportation company is now open for business. But sadly, not surprisingly, you lack the money to buy a truck. Now you'll have to work for other companies and drive as a driver for hire. Your task is to safely deliver a load of clothes to Sell Goods Dock in Fresno. Your employer, sorry, I had a little hiccup there. Your employer has provided you with a vehicle, all the expenses are covered. Another hiccup, blah, blah, blah. There we go. That's a cool picture of a Scania truck there, isn't it? Okay. Alright. Now there's still some controls we need to fix. I'm not touching anything that doesn't need to be touched. Okay? So, we need our blinkers. So left turn indicator is going to be this button, and right turn indicator is going to be that button. Let's see, light modes. Is that one? I'm not worried about high beams. Well, yeah, let's do high beams. Oh, I can't remember what button I used before. Actually, I do know it was this button that I used before. Light modes, I did it differently. What else? Wipers. Oh yeah, we gotta have wipers, right? So let's see if I can get wipers. There we go. Cruise control is this one. Speed increase is this one. Speed decrease. This is for cruise control. Is this one. And cruise control resume is this one. Did I miss anything? I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. I think I got everything. I'm not touching anything else. I want to see if everything works. I want to make sure everything works. Okay. Alright, so we're going to hop in here. Starting the engine is very simple. You just press E. Now let's just see. Can I shift up? Oh! It works. Hallelujah. Oh, I'm telling you, I went absolutely insane. It was freaking ridiculous. Okay, there's a quick adjustment here. Hit F4. I always turn the parking lights and low beams on. Once you have your own truck, you turn these on. As long as you're continually driving your truck, they'll always be on. You don't have to keep doing it. That's why I don't set a button for it. Hit it 2 more times. That'll let me adjust my seat. I like to back it all the way up, not because I'm actually that tall, but it just makes it easier to see. And there we go. All right. Let's take a look outside the truck here real quick. Walbert, isn't it? Walbert. You can't zoom out very far. You're kind of stuck, like zoomed right in. And then for some reason, I guess, I thought in the outside view the GPS and the right mirror would automatically go away, but apparently not. So our exit is right. Really? That's messed up. I don't know if we can make that left turn and then make that right turn. I don't know. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, let's give it a shot. If not, well, we'll figure something out. So let's make our left turn here. There's Larry, security guard, keeping an eye on things. Attaboy, Larry. Doing a good job, by the way. I don't know if we're going to make that. Oh, that's tight. That's tight. Oh, the hard part's coming back. That's the thing. We gotta come way over here to swing the trailer out and around. That's the idea here. That's why I'm coming way up over here. So in case you're wondering why I haven't made the turn yet. Okay. All right. I gotta use as much space as I can. Otherwise, I'm gonna just run into the fence or the guard shack on that side, or poor Larry. Larry's just trying to earn a buck, man. Okay, let's keep it. Oh, we're gonna make it. All right, blinker on. Nobody's coming as far as I can tell. Let's get cracking. Now, okay, so here's something that's been driving me nuts. Maybe when he has the answer, maybe when he doesn't. I don't know. For like, I don't know, 3 weeks or something now, I've been trying to find somebody who has the answer. How do you get Track IR to work with American Truck Simulator? I know it does. I know it works because I've seen people doing it. And I even posted a couple of comments in videos of folks that are running it, asking them, hey, how'd you get it set up? Because mine doesn't work. I can't get it to work. I don't see any option anywhere in the options to turn on Track IR. There's nothing like that going on, right? So how do you get it working? How do you get Track IR to work with American Truck Simulator? None of those guys have answered me. None of them. What's that all about? I'm not trying to badmouth them or anything, but come on. That's a legit question. How do you get it to work, right? So, oh, wrong one. The steering is terrible in this thing. You know what? I don't know if it's me or what. The steering wheel turns so stinking slow. You see how slow it turns? There should be a way to make it turn faster, right? Let's take a look real quick. Now that we got our controls actually working and I don't have to absolutely tear out what little bit of hair I have, is there like a steering sensitivity? Does this go up to be more sensitive? Maybe it does. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's steering sensitivity. Let's see. Let's have a look. Let's hop in here and see. That seems to be faster, right? Anyway, Track IR. Folks, if you know how to get Track IR to work, please do. Because here's the thing. I have to look with my mouse right now, and it's very difficult. Which, you know, wouldn't be that big of a deal, except that's the only way I can see around. You gotta watch the speed limits on this thing, man. There are actually a lot of places in here where the speed limit changes, and there's no actual speed limit sign. So that's kind of frustrating, to say the least. I can tell you this, if you cross into the city limits, it's going to drop to 30. It's going to drop to 30. If you cross out of the city limits, it should go to 55, but it doesn't always. So, and you will get a ticket like that. I mean, lickety-splickety, right? So, see, it's 55 right now. I'm telling you right now, it's going to drop here. Slowing down. It's going to drop to 30, and I don't, you know, we may or may not see a sign. I don't know. I have some issues with the stoplights. They do not work the way they should. And let me tell you what I mean by that. I mean, they turn red and green and yellow, and that's all well and good. Come on, dude, you got to get out of my way here. Turn signal means I want to come over, not... Well, I'll tell you one thing they got right. Let's just be honest here. They got California drivers right. Okay, and if you're from California, you know, there's no reason for you to get offended because you know people don't drive very well out there. Not that it's much better anywhere else in the U.S. People are just rude. They really are. And I'm sure it's that way in other countries too. But you can see I've got my turn signal on. I'm trying to sneak in behind this guy. Now that car, see the car right there? Look, he won't move. I have to almost run him over, and this is where I need to turn. Ridiculous. Okay, steering sensitivity was definitely what I needed to fix there. You see how fast that is? I was having a hard time with it earlier. Okay, so the lights real quick. So when the light sorry, I had a little cough there. When the light goes from red to green, so typically for most lights in the US, and this is not like some factoid thing. For most lights in the US though, it goes from green to yellow, and it's yellow for probably about 6 seconds, right? So there it is. In here, it's yellow for like 2. Here's why I have a problem with that. If I'm doing 55 miles an hour, okay, I'm doing 55 miles an hour coming up to this light, and I'm, you know, 20 feet from the yellow line, or from the white line there on the ground, and the light turns yellow. There's no way I'm going to stop in time, right? There's no way I'm going to stop. But that light's going to turn red before I cross that white line, and then I'm going to get a ticket for running a red light. You see where I'm coming from? Okay? So it's way too fast. So if you're a modder, because I know there's modders out there, right? Well, of course there are. I've got some mods in here, and some of you are really good at it. If you know how to fix so the lights... Now, I'm not talking about a 30-second change here. It's 5 to 6 seconds. It goes green, then it goes yellow for 5 to 6 seconds, then it turns red. Because I've got more tickets on my other profile in this running red lights than anything, because you can't stop. You got 60, 70,000 pounds on the back, and you're doing 55 coming up to, and the light turns, if that light pole there were the light, it would turn yellow right now. Now it's red, and I haven't crossed the line yet. I'm screwed. I get a ticket every time. And it ain't cheap. Depending on how fast you're going, it ain't cheap. Any day you want to go, dude. And that's one other thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about the cops. You know what? I'm going to save it for another conversation because we're actually almost done here. And I don't want to take too long. I did forget to do another setting. I had all this stuff set up in my previous profile try, but for whatever reason, nothing was working right. And it was just, oh, God, so frustrating. Okay, so the way this is, you pull up here, you hit enter, and now I can choose how I want to do the parking. I can skip it, I get nothing for it. Now I need experience points because the higher my rank is, the more options I get to choose, and we'll see that here pretty soon. So I want experience points, and I always want to do the skilled parking because I'm going to get the most experience points for it. So I'm going to confirm that for the moment, and then I'm going to show you here. Hit escape. Why do I keep... I just keep getting like this cough that sneaks up on me. Go to options. It's under gameplay. And then it should be... here we go. Parking difficulty. We don't want to always select. We always want skilled parking. So we just want automatically give us the toughest one. Okay? Because if it really gets bad, you can always hit it, enter. It'll give you an option to abandon the parking. So if we absolutely couldn't do it, it'll let us. And besides, there's greater opportunity for me to embarrass myself having it on the difficult parking. So, and I'm sure you guys will appreciate that, right? All right, so let's skinny over here. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to flip a Yui here. Okay? And somebody's probably saying, no, that's not the way to do it. Listen, I want some room to work with. I'm going to flip a Yui because if I bring this trailer all the way around without jackknifing it, make a little space here so that I can turn in both directions. Straighten her out. Now I've got all this room to work with. Why wouldn't I want to do that? Now, here's my secret to backing up. Well, it's not really a secret. It's... For those of you who don't know, you have to turn the opposite direction you want the trailer to go. So right now, if you look in that mirror, I want the trailer to go to the right. But if I turn the wheel to the right and I start back... Well, let me put it in reverse. I turn the wheel to the right and I start backing up, the trailer goes the opposite way. You see that, right? Okay. So I have to turn the wheel left to get the trailer to go right. Now here's the issue. You see I'm losing sight already over there. Okay. Can't see anything. Can't see anything. So I like to look out the window so at the very least, because I still have the mirror over here. Now in reality, okay, let's stop for a second. In reality, yeah, I'd have to look over at the mirror and that's not a big deal. But if you look out the window here, just flip your head all the way to the left and look out the window. If you want the trailer to go right, you turn the wheel right. If you want the trailer to go left, you turn the wheel left. It's much easier that way, don't you think? So right now, I want the trailer to go left. So I turn it left. There we go. And now I'm just letting it back up. And then to get it to straighten out, you got to bring the wheel back to the right, of course. Okay. We're not about to hit that other trailer, are we? Can't hardly see with that mirror, can you? Oh, okay, I see it. Alright. I can see the trailer, but the way it's sitting, the building behind it looks like it's part of the trailer. Alright. We're actually looking pretty good here. Now, I'm not the master of this or anything. Okay, we need to straighten her out now. Probably overshot. Oh, yeah, we definitely overshot it here. And it might have been easier to just come to this corner originally. Oh, yeah, we definitely overshot it. That's alright. I'm going to try and get it back over, but that's not going to happen. With the length of this trailer, there's absolutely no way I'm going to make that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to back it up here. And you see it says over here, it says we can skip parking if we want. Alright. Push it forward. I should have just done this in the first place. I didn't really need all that space, I don't think. Okay, let's back her up now. Swing her full to the right, because that's the direction I need the trailer to go as far as how I'm looking right now, right? Oh, you're going to be a filthy swine, aren't you? Yep. Okay. Alright, So I'm going nice and slow to try and get it to swing back, but I overshot it. I am not the master of this, clearly. Clearly not the master of this. That's alright though. We'll get it in there. Try not to hit the wall. Okay, we need to go to the right. Okay, almost there. Now cut it hard left. Oh, not quite that hard left, huh? Now cut it a little harder. Oh yeah, we're looking good. We're going to get right up in there. So the idea, of course, is to get it in your little... And then once it... Are you serious? Apparently we've run out of space, but she's not lined up. I thought for sure we were almost there. Okay. Yeah. This is taking a little extra time, huh? That's alright. Sometimes I'm really good at parking, and other times it's sort of an embarrassment. You need to come over a little more, so, yep, there we go. Alright, now cranker. Now I'm looking at my mirror on the right there, in case you were wondering about that. There we go, so now it's highlighted green, so I hit T, as in Tango. That disconnects the trailer. We get our, you'll see for bonus for parking the trailer, we get an extra 40 XP. Right? We're still a level 0 newbie, but, well, let's see. We'll go continue here. Now it's going to walk us through, you know, okay, here's your place, all that. We don't even have a truck yet. Look at this place. What'd they do, burn down a truck back here? It's like an old swing set over there. Look at it, there's garbage everywhere. Who would pay money for this thing? This is a disaster. Oh, we gotta clean this up. We gotta clean this place up. It's pretty basic, yeah, I know. It may not be much, but it's a start. You know the crazy thing, especially in California, this would probably cost you about $3 or $4 million. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. 3 or 4 million bucks right there. Prime real estate. You don't have anything to park there yet, so there's no trucks in sight. Okay. Once you've earned enough money, bought a truck, you'll be able to move in the world freely and run your own business from here. Good times. Good luck. Thank you. All right. I hate that. Sorry for the coughing. I hate that it shows our preferred truck as being yellow. I don't really like that yellow color so much. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. We're going to keep these episodes nice and short. That's the way I want to do it. So... until next time, well, you could keep the blue side up. Well, I'll tell you, if you don't keep the blue side up in a truck, it's going to be a really bad day, don't you think? Nope, until next time, guys, enjoy yourselves, and, yeah, let's keep on trucking.